Not happy with my body weight. I know I could improve it. I wasn't happy with my body shape. I was exercising, I was training, but I was just at a plateau, just doing the exercise, doing the training and not really getting anywhere with making changes. Like when you're going out, when you're socialising, you didn't feel that good about yourself. You were conscious of what you're wearing. I wanted to try and appear a bit slim around the middle of the stomach, hold myself a bit better. And then it just seems to eat into your thought processes as well that, oh, I'm doing all this training and nothing's happening. I was going training, feeling really low about myself, thinking, oh, that I was going to stay this shape all the time. Nothing was happening. Oh, I'll just carry on. Sometimes I didn't want to go and do the training, but I still put myself through it. Sometimes I felt better after it. But then a few days later thinking, I've done it, I still can't see improvements. And I was just gliding by really. But that was down to my own feelings of not wanting to do it and not seeing the changes. I'd say in about 18 months to 2 years, because I'd gone through a training program with CrossFit. Things were okay then, but then last year I noticed that obviously clothes were a bit tighter. Things that I was comfortable in, I didn't want to wear anymore. I knew there was something had to be done about it, but I just wasn't doing the right thing about it. Concerns would be, oh, what if I can't do this? Or what if I'm going to find it difficult? What if I don't see changes? Because with the coach, obviously, they're going to want to see changes. They're going to be pushing and directing you. And then it's as if you're letting somebody else down as well as yourself. Not knowing the full routine, it was a bit apprehensive joining at first because of the unknown. The initial conversation with Mike, and then I spoke to my partner, and then I was trying to think, right, this is what I need to do. And then I went through all my own thoughts of, should I be doing it? What if? And you go through your own internal insecurities and worries. And then I thought, you know what? I could be doing this day on day, week on week. Let me just go ahead and contact Mike again and start the program. For myself, I find it a really clear, good structure. Each week we have the phone calls, which is good. It's great to have him to chat to and it's very understanding. And through that, we look at targets from the previous week, how am I getting on, any ups and downs, how am I feeling. Then we look at what targets we could move on to for the following week, how to try and achieve them. And I found it really good because it's small, achievable targets each week, even though there's been a couple of weeks where my weight or my body shape hasn't changed. It doesn't let you focus on the negatives, which is something I used to do a lot. When joining gyms previously, you go in, you have your training program, the coach sets things out for you. And personally, I found then after that, you're left on your own to do your program. And I was just going to the gym, doing the same old routine, not really pushing myself. But again, with Mike, it's the training he encourages you to do. And I found it's more changing your mindset over what you can and can't do and what you need to achieve. And you don't get that mindset kind of training when you're at a gym, which I do get from the one-to-one sessions with Mike. Some of the initial weeks when we were working through like paperwork on how do you feel, how do you see yourself in the future, think of your positive self, or when you're having to do like things about self-awareness and self-praise, I found that a struggle because I don't focus on myself. I don't do a lot of self-praise, and I think that's because of lack of confidence. I struggled a bit trying to see me in the future, the person who I want to be as the happy self, and coping with positives and positive thoughts. Those have been a struggle for me. He's got an easy to talk to attitude. His approach is always positive, encouraging, especially when say this is something new and you're having a bit of a down week, things aren't going well, maybe your routine hasn't worked out as well. It's having those calls, those reassuring calls on a Monday and discussing what you've done in the week. It is great at getting you to discuss a lot of the positives you've gone through in the week that maybe you've not realised are positives because you're just carrying on day to day with things. I really benefit from the calls and having that encouraging voice. It feels really good. Yeah, I can tell I've lost some weight and I'm really pleased and well, more so surprised when I'm doing the measurements on a Monday, how they do change, because sometimes when you think, oh, it's not been a good week or not been a good weekend, but doing these small achievable steps and just being mindful of what you eat and your exercise and what's going on in your day-to-day routine, it's obviously paying off and I'm really pleased with the weight that's coming off. Definitely more change in the last 10 weeks on Mike's program than in the last 15 to 18 months with the weight going on. The last 10 weeks, it's not just the weight coming off, it's change of body shape, particularly in the areas that I wanted it to change. Because of the changes in the last 10 weeks, I'm really looking forward to like the continuation of this and seeing more improvements. Life has started to feel a bit better, maybe because I feel better in myself, about myself, and therefore that's got a knock-on effect with your relationship with my partner and with family. Just feeling good about yourself when you're doing things. I'm not worrying too much. I'm finding a lot more positive ways to keep myself busy and keep my mind active. Overall, it's a big positive from day to day, and I'm hoping it's going to continue. I think because it's person-centered, the way in which I feel Mike approaches it, he can see the end goal, but then breaks it down into smaller, achievable weekly targets, little bits you can work through. And if you want to race to your goal and you're getting so many knocks, you're just not going to get there. And then you might just want to give up because you're not getting there quick enough. But if you're talking and working through little and often and getting there and being praised, Mike's pushing you to do that, it's a much easier, a better approach to get through the program and say Mike's always there to talk to whenever you need him, not just on your weekly calls. I'd say don't delay. I should have done this maybe a couple of years ago, last year, and now I've done it and doing it. It's like, yeah, why didn't I do this sooner? You know, look at the positives it's given me in 10 weeks. All the training I've done for a couple of years hasn't boosted me this much or changed me physically this much. It's just get out there, give it a go. Don't expect major results in the first few weeks. Stick at it, work through it, and accept that there might be some flaws, some hiccups along the way, but stick at it and it's more positive, a lot more positive than it is negative or worrying. The way the program's set out for weekly aims, physical aims, mental aims, your nutrition, it covers a wide range of things to get you through each week and to get you through the program. It's not specific on one area like weight. You're working your way through things, and I think that's the kind of program that's helped me, with it being a person-centered approach program as well. That's beneficial. No, initially before starting I thought I would be, but no, during the program, eating habits, watching what I eat hasn't changed greatly. But no, I'm not on a diet. I'm eating as I would do. And if I eat more one day, then, you know, I expect results to change, but then I can adjust the following days. So no, it's far from being on a diet. Making me feel happier and feel better about myself, giving me the confidence and self-esteem that I can go on and keep improving myself. And when I'm out and about in public, that I'm going to feel better about myself and hold my head up high. I do feel proud of myself. It's probably the first time I've said that in a long time. Normally I'd say, yeah, I'm okay, and have a shrug of the shoulders and not really be okay. But no, this time I can honestly say I am proud of myself, and I'm really pleased with the achievements of what I've done over 10 weeks, and that I'm going to continue to feel proud of myself and start to believe that, yeah, I can do things and I am good at things.